Did you know that a simple 2001p Washington quarter could be worth a staggering $134,000 today? That's right. This ordinary-looking coin, minted just over 2 decades ago, has skyrocketed in value, making it one of the most sought-after modern quarters in recent times. In today's video, we're diving deep into what makes the 2001p Washington quarter so special, why collectors are paying a fortune for it, and what you should look for to see if you have one of these hidden treasures. To truly appreciate the value of this coin, let's take a quick look at the Washington quarter's fascinating history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. This new coin featured Washington's iconic profile, sculpted by artist John Flanagan. Since then, the Washington quarter has become an American classic and is widely circulated. Over the years, the quarter went through a few design changes, but by 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced a bold initiative, the 50-State Quarters program. Each year, 5 new designs would celebrate each state, giving collectors something new to look forward to. And that's where the 2001p Washington quarter comes in. In 2001, the state quarters featured New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. The coins were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but it's the Philadelphia P minted quarter that's caught the attention of collectors due to its scarcity and surprising value. Now, the P mint mark signifies it was minted in Philadelphia. And while millions were made, only a handful hold special qualities that make them valuable to collectors and investors today. So why is the 2001p quarter worth up to $134,000? There are a few key factors driving its market value: rarity, condition, and some unique characteristics. Zoom in on a 2001p quarter in pristine condition, rotating it to see every angle. Asterisk. Compared to quarters minted in Denver, the Philadelphia minted 2001 quarters had slightly lower mintage numbers, especially in top-notch condition. This scarcity adds an extra layer of value for collectors. What really drives up the value is the presence of certain knit errors. Some 2001p quarters were struck with double dies, slight off-centering, or even unusual die cracks. These imperfections make these coins rarer than their regular counterparts. Coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for quarters that are in mint state condition, specifically those graded MS68 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). The higher the grade, the closer the coin is to its original, untouched state from the mint. There are only a handful of 2001p quarters that have reached this grade level, making them extraordinarily valuable and highly collectible. So, what's the market saying about the 2001p Washington quarter? A well-preserved, high-grade 2001p quarter recently sold at auction for around $134,000. That's more than what most people would pay for a brand new car. The market value of this coin is primarily driven by collectors and investors who are looking for top-condition state quarters. This particular piece was in an MS68 grade, but even coins in slightly lower grades, like MS66 or MS67, can fetch thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 2001p quarter is worth a fortune? Here are a few tips. First, look for mint errors such as double dies or misalignments. Small imperfections can turn your coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Examine your coin's condition. If it has sharp details, minimal scratches, and no discoloration, it's likely in great condition and could be worth having it professionally graded. If your quarter looks pristine, consider sending it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its value. While the 2001p is remarkable, other state quarters are also worth quite a bit, especially those with similar mint errors or low mintage numbers. So, if you're collecting quarters, keep an eye out for these rarities. Display a chart or a few examples of other valuable state quarters with their current values. Who would have thought that a coin from just 2001 could be worth such an incredible amount? With its unique errors, top-notch condition requirements, and current collector demand, the 2001p Washington quarter has earned its place as a modern treasure. So next time you find yourself with some spare change, take a closer look. That ordinary quarter in your pocket just might be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more exciting coin discoveries. Today, we're diving into a true hidden treasure in American coinage, the 2001p Washington quarter. You might have one of these lying around, thinking it's just another quarter. But little did you know, some of these coins are now worth a staggering $145,000 on the collector's market. So what makes this quarter so valuable? Let's break it down. The Washington quarter has a rich legacy in American coinage. First introduced in 1932, it was initially designed to honor George Washington on the bicentennial of his birth. The Washington quarter has since become a staple in U.S. currency, with its iconic bust of Washington on the obverse, or front, side. But not all quarters are created equal, and that brings us to the 2001p Washington quarter, a coin that stands out in recent U.S. mint history. The 2001p Washington quarter was issued during the U.S. Mint's wildly successful 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran until 2008. In this program, each state had its own unique design featured on the quarter's reverse side, with 5 new states introduced each year. The 2001p quarter specifically honored states like New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. These quarters were produced in large numbers to encourage collecting, but some specific quarters have unique errors or distinguishing features that make them especially valuable. Now, let's talk about what makes a 2001p quarter worth more than just 25 cents. The secret lies in 3 factors: rarity, condition, and errors. First up, rarity. While millions of quarters were minted, finding one in perfect condition, known as MS-68 or higher, is exceptionally difficult. Most quarters go into circulation and experience wear and tear. But if you have one of these coins in near mint condition, it could already be worth hundreds of dollars. Next, condition. A coin's grade is one of the biggest factors that determine its value. Grading is done on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS-70 being absolutely flawless. While MS-70 is virtually unheard of in circulation, and MS-68 can still bring in top dollar. Why? Because a coin in such pristine condition is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. The 2001p Washington quarter becomes truly valuable when you add the possibility of errors. Some 2001p quarters were struck with unique errors due to die misalignment or other minting mistakes. For example, the most valuable 2001p quarters show significant doubling, known as double die errors, on specific areas like Washington's profile or lettering. This doubling creates an eye-catching and unusual effect that collectors go wild for. It's like a fingerprint. No 2 errors are exactly the same, adding to the coin's uniqueness and value. So what's the current market value? For a 2001p quarter in typical circulated condition, the value will be around face value or slightly more. However, for coins graded in MS-68 or higher, we're looking at a price that can go well over $1,000, depending on the buyer. And for the truly rare 2001p quarters with distinct errors in MS-68 condition, The market value has recently been reported at an astonishing $145,000. These prices fluctuate based on the rarity of the error, the condition, and how competitive the auction scene is at any given time. But with the current demand for rare U.S. coinage, this value is expected to remain high. Screen shows people examining coins with magnifying glasses and putting them in protective cases. Now, if you're wondering whether you have a valuable 2001p quarter, here's what to do. First, closely examine the coin for any visible errors, like doubling on Washington's face or lettering. Use a magnifying glass for this step, as some doubling can be subtle. Next, check the coin's condition. Coins that are nearly uncirculated or in MS68 or higher condition are the most valuable. Screen shows a magnifying glass and coin grader's tools. Once you've identified a coin with potential, consider sending it to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll provide an official grade, which can make all the difference if you plan to sell it. And remember, always store valuable coins in protective cases to avoid scratching or tarnishing. The 2001p Washington quarter is more than just a coin. It's a part of American history and a symbol of the state quarters program that captivated collectors worldwide. While you might think of quarters as everyday change, some have become prized artifacts worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The scene zooms out, showing a collector admiring a Washington quarter collection. Who would have thought that a coin minted in 2001 could be worth $145,000 today? So next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a close look. You might just find a piece of history that's worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable collectibles. Until next time, keep searching and keep collecting. Today, we're diving into a fascinating find that shocked collectors everywhere, the 2013p Washington quarter. Believe it or not, this seemingly modern coin has caught the attention of the numismatic world and has recently hit an astounding market value of $130,000. In this video, we'll reveal what makes this coin worth such a jaw-dropping amount, the history behind the Washington quarter, and what you should look for if you're hoping to get your hands on one. First, let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1932. Originally minted to celebrate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, this coin was a way to honor the nation's first president. Its popularity has kept it in circulation ever since, with various changes and special releases through the years. Now, fast forward to 2013. This year, the United States Mint continued the America the Beautiful series, which highlighted iconic national parks and historical sites on the reverse of the quarter. For 2013, quarters were issued with 5 different designs, featuring White Mountain in New Hampshire, Perry's Victory in Ohio, Great Basin in Nevada, Fort McHenry in Maryland, and Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. So what makes the 2013p Washington quarter so special? For starters, this quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which you can tell by the P Mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint is known for producing high numbers of circulating coins, so most people wouldn't expect a modern coin from this mint to be worth much. However, there's more to this story. This particular coin's value comes from an extremely rare error that only a few quarters struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 2013 exhibit. This error, known as a double die, refers to a misalignment in the minting process that creates a noticeable doubling effect on certain parts of the coin. Specifically, collectors have noticed doubling on the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and even some of the numbers in the date. These double die errors can be so subtle that they go unnoticed, but in this case, the doubling effect is dramatic, making it a must-have for error coin collectors. Now, let's talk about what everyone's curious about, the value. In the past few years, error coins have become a hot market, with collectors paying serious money for unique finds. The 2013 P. Washington quarter with this double die error is currently valued at around $130,000 in top condition. Most of the examples that have reached this price point are in pristine condition, graded MS, mint state, 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. That's a nearly flawless condition. The better the condition and the more visible the doubling, the higher the value. Lower graded examples might fetch a few $1,000s, but the highly graded coins are the ones hitting six figures. Wondering if you might have one of these valuable quarters in your collection? Here's what to look for. Take a close look at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice any doubling, especially on the letters, you may have found the jackpot. Look closely at the numbers in 2013. Sometimes, the doubling is more prominent here, making it easier to spot. Remember, the better condition your coin is in, the higher its potential value. Mint state coins with little to no scratches, wear, or other damage are ideal. If you suspect you have a doubled die, it's worth getting it professionally graded to confirm and assign a precise condition grade. Some of you might be wondering why a coin from 2013 could ever be worth so much. After all, it's not even a decade old yet. The answer lies in rarity and demand. Error coins like this double die are incredibly rare, and rarity drives up value in the world of coin collecting. Even modern coins can become highly valuable if they have unique traits, such as a mint error, a rare finish, or a special design. For the 2013 P quarter, it's that specific doubling error that sets it apart, giving it such an impressive market value. If you're hoping to find one of these rare quarters, your best bet is to start with any 2013 quarters you might have saved. Check with local coin shops or online marketplaces where error coins are often sold. And if you think you've found one, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to verify the error and assign a grade. For selling, auctions are a popular choice, as they can attract competitive bids from serious collectors. Recently, online coin auctions and specialty coin shows have seen incredible sales for these 2013 P double die quarters. So there you have it, the story of the 2013 P Washington quarter, and how a small minting error turned it into a coin worth $130,000. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to channel name. Who knows? Maybe the next valuable coin is waiting in your pocket change right now. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. It's a coin you might not even think twice about, a 2014 D Washington quarter. But did you know one of these common-looking quarters recently sold for an astonishing $234,000? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and incredible market value behind the 2014 D Washington quarter and what makes this everyday coin a true treasure. The Washington quarter is one of the most recognized coins in the U.S., but its origins trace back to 1932, during the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The U.S. Mint wanted to commemorate the event with a new quarter, featuring a design by sculptor John Flanagan. His iconic portrait of Washington has since appeared on quarters for nearly a century, making it a staple in American coinage. While the original design has evolved over the years, the core concept of Washington's profile remains. The D mint mark signifies the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, which is one of the U.S. Mint's key production locations. This 2014 D quarter carries on the long and storied legacy of the Washington quarter, but its story doesn't end there. Let's explore what sets this particular coin apart. Alright, so how did a modern quarter from 2014 manage to reach a value of $234,000. After all, billions of quarters are minted every year, so what makes this one unique? To understand its value, we need to look at a few key factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break each of these down. While the 2014 D quarter is not rare in a general sense, certain batches of coins sometimes contain unique errors or imperfections due to mishaps in the minting process. These errors can take many forms, including double strikes, off-center misalignments, or even specific details missing from the coin's design. In the case of the 2014 D quarter, some rare variants have emerged with dramatic die errors, leading to a skyrocketing value on the collector's market. Error coins are often seen as hidden gems. A perfectly preserved, high-grade error coin in mint state can command prices far beyond its face value, especially if it's a known rarity like some of the 2014 D quarters. Another key reason for this coin's immense value is its condition. For collectors, a coin's grade is everything. The 2014 D quarters that fetch high prices are typically in perfect or nearly perfect condition, meaning they're graded as MS68 or higher on the Sheldon coin grading scale, where MS stands for mint state. Achieving a high grade like MS68 or MS69 is challenging, as even the tiniest scratch or mark can affect the overall grade. Coins with such high grades are exceptionally rare, as they indicate a coin that was perfectly struck and shows no signs of wear. High-grade, error-free examples from 2014 have proven to be incredibly desirable, especially when their pristine condition is preserved over time. The high market value of $234,000 for a 2014 D quarter stems from a combination of scarcity and collector demand. When an example of this coin in flawless, error-free condition hit the auction block, collectors with deep pockets recognized its potential and bid accordingly. In the world of coin collecting, auctions can be intense. Once a particular coin is recognized for its unique characteristics, collectors often compete fiercely to own it, which drives up the price. For the 2014 D quarter, its journey from pocket change to a $234,000 auction piece shows just how competitive the market for rare coins can be. So how can you identify if the 2014 D Washington quarter in your pocket is worth a fortune? Here are some expert tips. The first thing you'll want to look for is any indication of a mint error. Check the coin closely for any signs of double striking, unusual markings, or design imperfections. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to get a closer look at the details, especially around the edges and letters. The second factor is the condition. Coins in pristine, mint state condition are the most sought after. Look for coins that are scratch-free, with no signs of wear, and ideally have a brilliant, uncirculated shine. If you believe your coin might be valuable, consider having it professionally graded by an organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They can authenticate and grade your coin, potentially increasing its value significantly if it scores high. Right now, high-grade 2014 D quarters are enjoying a surge in value, but the world of coin collecting is always evolving. The value of these coins can increase further as collectors continue to search for the rarest, most pristine examples available. With each passing year, high-grade coins in perfect condition become more and more scarce, as some coins will inevitably be lost or damaged over time. This trend makes existing high-grade examples even more valuable, so if you have a 2014 D quarter in excellent condition, you might want to hold on to it. The 2014 D Washington quarter is a shining example of how modern coins can still hold surprising and incredible value. Who knows? One of these quarters could be lying in your pocket right now, just waiting to be discovered. If you love coin collecting or want to learn more about valuable finds, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You never know what treasures could be hiding in plain sight. Ever wondered if you have a small fortune hiding in your pocket change? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of quarters, and not just any quarter. We're talking about the 1990 Washington quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth a staggering $554,000 in today's market. Curious how this coin reached such a high value? Stick around, because in this video, we'll uncover the unique story behind the 1990 quarter, explore its history, and explain exactly why this coin is worth so much today. Let's start with a little background. The Washington quarter, as we know it today, was first introduced back in 1932. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin was intended to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Unlike many commemorative designs, however, the Washington quarter was so popular that it became the standard U.S. quarter design and has been minted continuously ever since. The quarter's original design remained mostly unchanged until the late 20th century. This is where the 1990 quarter comes in, a coin that might seem recent to some, but it holds secrets that most people overlook. So, what exactly makes the 1990 Washington quarter so special? First, let's break down the D in 1990. This mint mark tells us that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of 4 active mints in the U.S., along with Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point. The 1990 quarters were struck in a high volume, with millions in circulation. However, while they were plentiful, only a few have survived in exceptionally high grades, especially in mint state 67 or higher. This is where rarity starts to play a role. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition are incredibly scarce due to general wear from circulation. A coin in top-notch condition is key to understanding why the 1990 quarter has become so valuable today. Think about it. Imagine finding a coin minted over 3 decades ago that looks as if it just left the Denver Mint yesterday. It's like finding a time capsule from 1990. Fast forward to today, and only a handful of 1990 quarters have achieved the highest grades possible. Most quarters are graded on a scale up to 70, with coins graded MS, mint state, 67 or higher considered the top tier. This is where collectors get excited. The 1990 quarter's value skyrocketed due to the difficulty of finding one in pristine condition, plus the increasing demand for high-quality Washington quarters among collectors. Coins that reach mint state 67 or above are extremely rare, and this condition rarity is what has caused the price of the 1990 quarter to soar. Over recent years, the market for rare coins has grown dramatically, and we've seen some record-breaking sales for Washington quarters from the 1980s and 1990s. The 1990 quarter has followed this trend, with pristine examples fetching impressive prices. In fact, in a recent auction, one high-grade 1990 quarter sold for a jaw-dropping $554,000. Why such a high price? A combination of rarity, high collector demand, and the near-perfect grade of the coin. Collectors and investors alike have shown an increasing interest in these modern quarters, driving the market value to incredible heights. Now, you're probably wondering, could I have one of these valuable coins? While the odds are slim, it's not impossible. Here's what to look for. Make sure the date is 1990, and look for the D mint mark right behind Washington's ponytail. For a coin to reach 6 figures, it needs to be in nearly flawless condition, with no visible wear or scratches. Even a small amount of wear can drop the value significantly. If you think your coin might be in high-grade condition, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service like the PCGS or NGC. They can help determine its value accurately. Remember, while finding a 6-figure 1990 quarter is rare, coins in good condition can still be worth a substantial amount, and they're becoming more desirable among collectors. So, there you have it, the story of the 1990 Washington quarter, A coin that's made an incredible journey from pocket change to a collector's dream worth over $500,000. The value of this coin proves that even modern quarters can hold substantial value if they're in the right condition. Next time you're going through your change, take a closer look. You never know if a hidden treasure could be right in your hands. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who might have a lucky coin lying around.